Yes, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Ziga Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Today, what we're going to be talking about is, of course, the big Champions League final, as I got a Real Madrid fan in the building to discuss the final. We also are going to be speaking about some potential transfers, as Mohamed Kudus to Liverpool is being linked, Mbeumo to Liverpool. We got Sesko to Arsenal, Victor Osimhen potentially to Arsenal also. In addition to that, Man City might just be strengthening even more. That team is just getting ridiculous every year, adding more and more deadly firepower to their team. It is ridiculous. You also have a situation where Tottenham have secured the deal of Timo Werner as a permanent deal now. You also have Olise. It looks like he's destined to go to Chelsea. We're going to have to speak about the managerial situation at Manchester United and Chelsea if we do get on that topic once again, as the manager for Chelsea is going to be Maresca, Enzo Maresca, very soon. And we don't know what's going to happen with Ten Hag. But people, do me a favor. Please do stay for the entirety of the show. And if you are, please do hit the like button on the video. Let me know what you guys think. And which transfer would you like your club to make? Let me know what you think in the comment section about that. But before we go any further, let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen, the right way. Bang. Yes, people. What's going on? We're back again with another video. And if you don't know, we got Rack in the building. I'm gonna put him up here. Big up Rack. Look at that. Look at that sight. Beautiful, right? And then you also got Vader Games in the building as he's coming through right there. And
look at that sight. Look at that sight. Beautiful.
Yeah, right behind him, he's got that beautiful banner talking about his history that was made this season. And then next we got Sam. Sam, you're gonna do your graphic and come out of nowhere?
Yeah, I was until my camera for some stupid reason decided to stop working now.
All right, we'll wait until you'll figure it out before the end of the stream, anyways.
All right.
But yeah, guys, Sam, if you don't know, is a Real Madrid fan. But before we go any further, pick up everyone in the comments. If you guys see any live transfer news while the show is going on, please do notify us. Tell us to check for Fabrizio Romano or David Ornstein's tweets if something crazy happens in the middle of the stream, because sometimes we do miss things. And sometimes you go live thinking one deal is about to happen. Next thing you know, what do you call it? Michaela Mudrik's going to Chelsea and everything's done and wrapped up. It's happened to me before. So, and yeah, Rack, you were talking about something crazy that you've seen online, right? So let's start by talking about that video, because I think this video kind of had people. I think this video kind of had people going crazy on socials today. I don't know if you've seen it, Vader, but you're definitely close. You're gonna have to clean your ears after you hear this video, because it's definitely going to trigger you as a City fan.
Hey, what is your most controversial football opinion?
I don't think Kevin De Bruyne is that good. A lot of people saying Kevin is a superstar. I don't think he is, because I think he is a good player.
Hey, 100 points for Premier League. It's better good on the Premier League. Hey, 3 Premier League awards, 2 BB Club of the Years. By Premier League, Champions League.
Zero football knowledge, all right? Zero football.
Hey, coming from an Arsenal fan whose team hasn't won a league in 20 years.
Why are you here?
We're here, come on.
Why are you here?
Seriously, Pete.
What's that shit? Huh?
Yeah. Because it's clear.
Come on. What? Oh, Chelsea?
Champions League's at her 0. That wasn't really.
Okay, this is a random, strange interaction. But do these people even make valid points anymore? Like, Kevin De Bruyne has been getting bare stick. Vader, at this point, it's just laughable the stick Kevin De Bruyne is getting. Like, what do you
think? I don't even entertain it. I don't even entertain it. Last time when we did the post reaction FA Cup final, you guys were trying to go after Haaland, after KDB, after Foden. Y'all keep taking your shots. That's fine. KDB, if he hasn't done enough for you guys to realize the quality of a player that he is, there's nothing more that he can do. You've already set your mind. You're not going to put him to sit at the table with the greats that have played in this league, and that is fine. I will continue to enjoy KDB and what he's meant to this club. You don't match an amazing record like Thierry Henry without having quality, without being at that level. Now, if you want to say he's not world class, go ahead. Cool. All right, that's another player that's not world class at Manchester City. All right, that's another player at Manchester City that isn't world class, and we're getting the results that we get. That's fine. The world class players can be Alisson, they can be Trent, they can be Van Dijk, and they can be Mo Salah. That's cool. Over at Manchester City, who do you want to consider world class? You're not considering KDB world class? Then I don't know who you're going to consider world class at Manchester City. We move. I'm not entertaining it. Go ahead, have your conversations, you rivals. Go out, attack KDB. Cool. Say that he's not that guy. I dare you say you would not want him on your team. I dare you. I dare you. Even Sam, the Real Madrid fan, I dare you to say you don't want KDB.
Well,
yeah, definitely
of course,
definitely,
of course I take it.
definitely. Some people are just trolling. But guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's get this show started the right way. People talking about the NBA. Yeah, it's very. I'm rooting for Dallas. Obviously, it would be nice to see either team win because it would be their first championship in a while. But I want to see Luka and Kyrie get their chip. But even if Tatum and Jalen get theirs, they can get it whenever. I want to see Luka and Kyrie get theirs. This is their year. Hopefully, they win it. That's what I'm rooting for. But yeah, let's continue. Enough about the NBA. Enough about everything, guys. There's a lot to talk about. And since we're on the Man City train, let's stay on it. I seen something, and it really, really, really made me feel like, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point of watching football? If you're just gonna stockpile all the best players on one team and then ruin football, like that's what I feel like certain teams are doing. Certain teams are just. I think certain teams.
He had his head down. He had his head down. He looked up, realized what he was saying, and then he put his head back down again.
I think certain teams are just hoarding talent because you got Real Madrid might be getting Mbappe, and Man City might be getting Rodrygo. What the hell is going on? Sam, would you be selling Rodrygo this summer? Real talks.
No, we won't sell him.
What makes you
We
say
won't
that?
sell- Because look what Fabrizio literally came out and said. The guy is happy to stay here. It was an interview. He said Man City had been the better team over. If you look at them, if you look at the past 3 times we have faced them, he's not wrong. They have played the better football.
Wait. So Fabrizio tweeted about it. Okay, I'm gonna check that.
Yeah.
But you do know your situation can change, especially with Kylian Mbappe coming on his way.
I've seen the same script 2016, 2017. We had an amazing squad. You need a squad. You can't just have an 11. I've said this for people for time now. You can't just have a good 11 and have a shitty squad. I know that's how the Premier League clubs think, but that's not how we think. Apart from City,
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying maybe Rodrygo wants to spread his wings. Maybe he wants to have his own team.
Listen, if he wants to, he can jog on then, innit? I ain't gonna hold him back. No one at the club is gonna hold him back. But again, when he comes down and says he wants to be here, then oh yeah. Oh, there you are. He's planning to stay. Oh, who would have thought?
Yeah, so this is 20 hours ago. Rodrygo position ahead of the summer transfer window remains clear. He's absolutely planning to stay. Rodrygo and his camp firmly believe that the best technical project in the world currently for him not planning to change.
He's not currently
So hypothetically, so going based on Fabrizio Romano poo-pooing the story literally a couple hours after it came out. I don't know about you guys, but how do you feel?
That's not necessarily. That's just saying what his intention is, right? The club may have a different intention.
Yeah, like Thomas Partey wants to stay.
For
example, Thomas Partey wants to stay at Arsenal, but we all know Arsenal wants to sell him.
Because the guy can't stay fit. He can't stay fit.
I know. I'm just drawing a comparison, and the player might want to stay.
Sam, how much money would you take for Rodrygo?
Over 100 million. Over 100 million.
Okay, if somebody slapped 100 million on the table, you're taking. That's the easy swap.
Nope, I ain't taking that.
Okay.
So 125.
125.
Sam, you said over 100 million. Arsenal going to come with 101 million.
£1.
Yeah.
No.
They got form, man. They got form.
Guys, we've changed. 100 million, 105 million pounds. That's what we do now. 105 million pounds.
Go back to 2013 or whatever it was.
No, guys.
Hey, that is the best.
I don't know what kind of release clause that was, but that was weird. But yeah, so Rodrygo's not going to end up at City. But if he was to leave a club, If he ended up at City, guys, that would be the worst situation for us.
He'll be the best winger in the Prem, just like that.
Think so? You think he's better than everybody? Saka, Salah? I don't think he's better than Salah.
Well, right now, I would say it's debate between him and Salah. That's it.
The thing is,
He's-
I
he's
could
better
see
than
him
everyone
banging
else.
in the Premier League. Like Alexis Sanchez came from Barcelona, came to the Premier League, bang, right away was one of the best players.
The only one that can chat to him is going to be Salah. No one else is going to be able to chat. to
Bukayo
him.
Saka's on the same level.
What?
Yeah, Bukayo Saka's on that level. Let's not.
No.
This
no,
is
no.
why. This is why we hate.
Listen,
Arsenal.
he might not have the same trophies, because let's not act like Rodrygo isn't an amazing team. But I do think he's in the same.
Have you seen how he plays when he plays in his best
Miguel.
position? Have you seen him?
Miguel,
Have you seen what the guy does?
Think before you speak. Think before you speak.
Bro, I think you guys are disrespecting Bukayo Saka, saying he's not
What
in that area.
not?
No,
You
I ain't
know,
disrespecting
Sa-
the guy one
you know-
bit.
you
He
know
hasn't won anything apart from the FA Cup 4 years ago, which he sat on a bench to win.
Forget-
So
Yeah, fair
again,
enough.
Sam,
Guess
Sam.
what? Haaland hasn't won anything except for the DFA
No, hold on,
Pokal
hold on,
before he
hold
came
on,
to Man
hold on.
City. It didn't
Sam,
mean he
you
wasn't a
even
lesser
put
player.
Yeah,
the
that's
to the
true.
side.
yeah, but he
You can put
delivered.
the
He
test to
delivered.
one
Okay, let me
side.
Saka
ask
hasn't
the
delivered.
chat.
Miguel,
Let me ask the
Miguel.
chat.
Crazy.
What's the question? Who's better, Rodri or Saka, or are they in the same bracket?
No, they're not in the same bracket. You see,
That comment from Mustafa, yeah, and he's a neutral as well, by the way.
You know
Big up.
Rodrygo is, let's say, on table 1, for example. Saka's table 2. Do you know what I mean? There's like it's okay. We're not saying Saka's
Oh, you
terrible.
see that from Jordan Davies, yeah? Look at that. Even a gunner is admitting it, bruv, yeah?
Bro,
In no fucking way is Saka better than Rodrygo. What are we doing?
Rodrygo has already in his short career
Okay.
big moments, significant moments, clutch moments.
In 2
Mom-
minutes, he scored 2 goals. In 2 minutes, he scored 2 goals.
Moments that have transformed, let's say, the season of Real Madrid, for example.
My
Saka-
man knocked C out in 2 minutes. In
Guys,
2 minutes, he knocked him
I
out.
put a
Like
poll
that.
question out. The votes are going in right now as we speak. Just quickly before we move on from this Rodrygo point, do you guys all agree with Sam, or am I on my own here?
You're on your. Saka's a great player, but when you put him in tables and in discussions with like the Vinicius, the Rodrigos, you know, and those caliber of players, we can't support that. You're on your own, brother. You're on your own.
I haven't seen as much of Rodrygo as I have of Saka. When I have seen Rodrygo, he's impressed me. And it'll be. I go. You're not gonna like this. It'll be interesting to see what a Saka could do at Madrid, or what Rodrygo would do in the Premiership, because I think that's, you know, when you change that environment, change a club, then that can affect positive and or negatively how a player performs. But I think it's difficult to.
I think
it's difficult to go against Rodrygo at this stage, because he's.
I think it's harder
proved
to
it.
do what Rodrygo
To a higher-
does, where you're not the main talisman for the team,
Maybe.
compared to what Saka does, where you are the face of the team, and you know you have ample of opportunities to prove yourself. You see, Rodrygo, he's obviously, you have the likes of Vinicius, you have even Bellingham joining this season, you have Mbappe joining next season. There are going to be players where all of a sudden you're not thinking Rodrygo as highly compared to his own teammates. But when you compare European football, he comfortably sits at a level where he oversees a lot of wingers and a lot of players.
Miguel, you mentioned Alexis Sanchez. This is kind of what happened with Alexis Sanchez, right? Didn't really happen for him at Barcelona. Comes to Arsenal, bam. He's one of the best players in the Premier League almost immediately for 5 or 6 years.
I think if you could get a Liverpool if Liverpool could get a replacement for Mo Salah, he's probably the best replacement out there in world football.
He's not a right winger.
Yeah.
He's a left winger.
He's the left,
He's not,
bro.
he's not a right winger.
Bro, he wants.
not right winger.
Hey, Liverpool need both sides.
So do Arsenal.
Yeah, bro. Imagine if we added Rodrygo to our front line.
He'd be your best attacker already, just like that.
No. I think.
Oh, he would.
Are you excluding midfielders?
What?
We'll talk about front three.
Front three. Oh, even the midfield, he's better than those midfielders as well as footballers.
No. I think Odegaard is better than him. But that's
No,
that's the
no,
conversation.
it's not. No, it's not.
You can't compare a winger like Rodrygo.
Yeah, but I don't even like doing that. I'm saying as
I'm
a
just,
front three,
but
he
I'm,
would be the
the
best
way
front
I'm
three.
basing it, I think. No. You know what? That logic doesn't even apply. You can't compare that. You're right. No, you're right.
Yeah, I
You,
know.
you can't really compare across different
No, you
platforms.
can't,
They're
bro. This
different.
is why it comes.
No,
Yeah,
no, but that's why I kept saying.
That's why it's weird. In other sports, you see people comparing wide receivers to tight ends and all this other stuff. And in basketball, you see people comparing like centers and power forwards. But in football, you can't really compare across positions. So how do you really gauge who's the most important for the team?
The reason, you know what you do, yeah. And here's an example. When you look at the greatest ever teams in club football history, you look at key personnel within the team. You often look at the goal scorer. You look at maybe a defender, whether it's a fullback or a centre back, and then you look at the midfield combination. People can argue that De Bruyne is maybe City's best player, but Rodri is their most influential player. Where when he's not in the team, they're a completely different outfit than they are with Kevin De Bruyne in the team. And then you look at maybe, let's say, Barcelona's 2011 squad, right? The team that, you know, I like to think is one of the greatest teams in football in history. You take Busquets out of that side, they are a completely different team. If you take Messi might be their best player, but their most influential player, the heart of that team, you know, is the midfield. It's maybe a key centre-back. So when you look at guys like, you know, comparing positions, I don't think it's valid. I don't think it's
not just that. Go and watch Rodrygo, especially when he plays on that left wing, and just watch what the guy does. Just watch what he does.
I think
he's
Rodrygo,
the only one that would chat to him is Salah. That's the only one. No one else would be able to chat to Rodrygo.
I think Saka's in that bracket, and I think
let me ask you this, Iga. Let me ask you this,
yeah.
With Saka, and there's no I believe Saka's a great player.
If you're asking me, would I sell Saka for Rodrygo or something?
No. I'm saying, look at Arsenal. Like,
why would you do that when he's not even a right winger?
I'm saying in key moments when Arsenal need their talisman to step up.
Saka stepped up in most occasions.
Okay, what occasions? What occasions?
Bro, Champions League. Champions League versus Bayern. He's the one that scored the goals.
Okay, but
when it comes to the league, most of the time he's the one creating the chances.
Miguel, he's been shocking for the running end of the league. I've seen it myself.
Yeah, he was bad in the running, but for majority of the season, he was one of the main people who was.
Yeah, but what does he do at the business end? That's what I'm talking about. Business end. Rodrygo in the business end. Bam. As soon as he comes on. No, 1 second, won't you? As soon as he comes on against.
I think we're dragging this. We're dragging this.
No, it's not even just that. I'll give you the best example. The best example I'll give you. He comes on against City 2 years ago. In 2 minutes, bam, bam, 2 goals. Knocks him out. Then gets an assist for the 3rd goal. The guy is clutch in big games. Clutch. He will score in the final. Trust me.
One thing, you mentioned Champions League.
We're going to talk about the final in a second, actually.
You mentioned Champions League, and we can segue into the final in a moment. But
it's not just the Champions League. Look at the Copa del Rey. Look at the league.
Is Saka? This is his first Champions League campaign, and away from home in all those Champions League games, I have not seen no impact. Away to Porto, away to Bayern, away to PSV, away to Lens.
Sevilla.
Again,
scored against City. He scored against City this year at the Etihad.
Like,
Rodrygo.
Bro, you have to look at these players, these top echelon players.
Nobody scored against City at the Etihad. What are you talking about? It was a no.
Rodrygo did score. Rodrygo did score. Go and watch it.
I thought you were talking about Arsenal. My bad.
No. I'm saying the best players, the top players, away from home, they'll put in a performance. They'll show you why they are a top elite player. For me, my biggest reservation with Saka is when it's not at the Emirates, away from home, maybe in Europe, maybe in some difficult league games. I'm looking at mainly Europe. I haven't seen his performances. I see Ødegaard step up more. So for me, I then look at the team. I'm like, Ødegaard is clearly Arsenal's most important player because away from home, he puts in a performance where he dictates the team. He controls everything. Whereas with Saka, I don't see him in that same bracket away from home in Europe.
Yeah. So I got. Yeah, you know what? I think Vader wanted to say something on this, and then we kind of shift on to the next topic.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on topic with regards to Rodrygo. Like, the thing is,
would you take him at City? Of course.
Yeah, I'd take him at City. But the question is that Sam, I think, is trying to ignore is, well, all signs pointing with Mbappe coming there. Is Rodrygo really going to be happy having to fight for his time, having to not be
a regular starter? That's the question, right? Because
I'm actually, do you know what? Because that Tony's leaving, he said that we're gonna have to adapt. Carlo, I have a very weird feeling he's gonna change the whole formation around. He'll still play the diamond, but I think he will change the formation now more often and play a 4-2-3 just to fit in Mbappe, Rodrygo, and Vini. I have a strange feeling he's gonna.
You see a Real Madrid formation that has Mbappe, Rodrygo, and Vini playing.
I can see him change the formation around. Ballon will play as a 10 then. Yeah, I can see that happening. As soon as the guy said that we might change, that's when I was like, do you know what? Yeah, he might actually do that.
Okay.
And he'll play the diamonds for some games as well in it. But as I told people, it's a squad game. We're gonna have a lot of games next season. Everyone's gonna be needed.
100%. I'll take him. Let's keep it moving, guys. Now let's before we get to the Champions League final, let's quickly shift gears to Liverpool. Liverpool are looking for a signing, guys. And when I seen this, I was kind of like, I want that guy. You know when you see people linked to players that you're interested in, and you're like, damn.
Big up Standards FC in the chat.
Yeah, they might actually get that player. What?
Nah, big up to Standards FC in the chat, man. He's a real
Standards
one.
FC.
Yeah, man, he's a real one. Nah, bro, he's a real one. Come on.
No, I mean his name is a troll.
No.
Kudus. So the player I'm talking about, of course, is West Ham's Mohamed Kudus. They're looking at him as a potential replacement for they're not selling Mo Salah this season, but maybe like to get a smooth transition, they bring in Kudus. He's able to play on the right. He's able to maybe do a little bit of the creativity and the reports coming from Football Transfer. So I don't know how reliable it is, but just to show Rack what we're looking at. I know you always laugh when I say the reliability, because we always have to say that. We can't say, unless it's David Ornstein or Fabrizio Romano or something like that, we're not going to say bang on, this is guaranteed going to happen. But Liverpool have identified West Ham's Mohamed Kudus as a potential replacement for Mo Salah. The Hammers will be willing to lower their valuation for the Ghanaian after the betting charges for Lucas Paqueta. Really? That's crazy. So Liverpool might find themselves a bargain for Mohamed Kudus.
A bargain?
Less than 65 million.
What?
Yeah,
they need to be investigated. Liverpool need to be investigated.
Bro, once again, he has a
Uh,
release clause.
Yeah, of course, because that was one of the stumbling blocks why other people didn't sign him last summer, right? Because he wanted to have a release clause in his contract. So that's probably the part of the reason why. Because who else? Somebody else had a deal agreed with him from Ajax, but
Arsenal. We agreed personal.
Was it Arsenal? Was it Arsenal? Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree. I swear Haaland had a release clause as well.
But you didn't. You wouldn't have really. You wouldn't have agreed personal terms, because if you would agree personal terms, part of the personal terms would be a release clause.
Basically, they're saying that there's a report that came out that, what do you call it, Mohamed Kudus. Let me show you about Arsenal. This is what it says. Arsenal last summer, we're talking to Ajax and Kudus. We just didn't have the wiggle room because of the the profit and sustainability. That's the reason why we didn't get the deal done. But Ajax were willing to hold on and see if we could make it happen because of the relationship we have with them. So the player wanted to come.
Was Chelsea interested in him as well?
Chelsea were interested in him. So the player wanted to come. Arsenal wanted to sign him, but we didn't have the room to because of profit and sustainability. And Ajax were waiting, and then eventually he went to West Ham.
Rax, Chelsea are interested in everybody, so you don't have to.
Fair.
No, but my question to you guys is: West Ham sell Mohamed Kudus to Liverpool. How much of a threat is he for you guys? Looking at him potentially joining Liverpool.
That's a big threat.
Rax, talk to me.
Look, he's a good young player, and he's had an impressive first season in the Premier League. And
straight out of court, Rax?
Eh?
Straight out of court.
I pick up Jay, man. I pick up Jay, man. Come on.
Hey, Jay,
anyways,
the case for the prosecution.
Yo, you threw him off. Let him continue.
I know. Sorry.
But Talk to me.
let the defense rest. Go on. Sorry.
So yeah, look, I think he's had a good first season. I think that's one of the things that we look for as a recruitment team. You know, we want to see performance in the Premier League. I think potentially that makes the risk and mitigates the risk a little bit. And he's someone's been touted for a while as being a potential world-class player, maybe in a year or two. I'm not averse to it. I trust the guys who are going to be making the recruitment decisions, and if they think that he's the guy to go for, then good. Let's see. I think some fans of all clubs get way ahead of themselves, and they're like, "We've got to sign this guy. We've got to sign this guy. Oh no, we shouldn't sign that guy over there because he's from Birmingham or something. But yeah, we should go and sign this guy because he's from." He's got tech and he's got skills. When that's part of football, but it's not the only thing in football.
All right, guys, open floor. Talk to me. Mohamed Kudus to Liverpool is a good deal. What do you guys think? Potentially less than 65 million.
Where
would he play? Where would he play?
Less than 65 million. £1. £1 to Arsenal.
A couple of things first and foremost. So one is like I saw. It's like it depends on the level of link. I know it's the summer. Yeah, I know it's the summer and you guys need content. Yeah, I hear that. I respect that. I saw Arsenal fans going, John Cross from the Mirror said Arsenal might be getting Sesko. And I swear to God, I was seeing think pieces on the timeline about how Sesko would fit in. I had to pause and say, I went through my Twitter, and I was like, hold on. Are you telling me that John Cross from the Mirror, that's it? That was the only change in news. So to me, it's like, okay, West Ham bought Kudus, and Liverpool might be looking for, and I think, a two-sided winger. Yeah, they want somebody who can play on both sides and potentially can alleviate some of the stuff for Salah. For me, Bowen is stylistically a closer fit to Salah if that's what they're going for. If they're looking for any kind of play, Liverpool like to be the smartest kid in class. The Kudus train for me has already gone. That train is already gone. He might have a clause. Yeah, if they're saying he's got a clause, maybe. But to me, that train's gone. As in, like, I think that Liverpool will be looking at slightly different options. I don't like Kudus on the left. But I think he's a very good player. Well, I'd be looking at Olise if I was Liverpool over Kudus.
Hey.
You know what, Jay strikes me as the kind of strikes as a kind of investor. He thought that Google was overvalued in 2005, and he's like, it's too much, man. It's too much. There's always a second chance, Jay. There's always a second chance.
I'm saying, look, Bitcoin at 50,000 is too expensive for me. Bitcoin at 120,000 is also still going to be too expensive for me. You know what I mean?
But
Mbeumo, that's the kind. Do you know what I mean? Kinder and Mbeumo, that's the kind of player that you're looking for. Something that's got a bit of magic on the inside. You know what I'm saying?
How do you even? I seen an article about Mbeumo, but is that legit?
He's got 2 years left on his contract. He's only 24, despite the fact he looks 34, and he's quality. He's actual quality. He's the player that Liverpool should be looking. When I saw Liverpool links,
so are you saying Mbeumo over Kudus?
Yes, 100%. Yes, Mbeumo's the kind of player.
No way.
Listen.
But you know the crazy thing is,
listen.
But Jay, 1 minute. So the Kudus train has left the station with him being 23, but the Mbeumo train at 24 hasn't yet left the station.
Yeah,
because Mbeumo is likely to listen. The thing about when you buy players and stuff like that, I look at Mbeumo and I look at his skill set, and I think that Kudus has got a great skill set as well. Yeah, I think Mbeumo's and Kudus are very close. Yeah, in ability. All I'm saying is Kudus, unless he's got a clause, that train has already left the station. As in terms of what West Ham are going to be asking for him. I still think Mbeumo you could get for like if you drop 60 million down, for Mbeumo, it'll be like, ooh,
64 Mbeumo.
Let me.
that's what I'm saying.
Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys the article. Let me show you guys the article. So the Anfield edition have said that Mbeumo, they're interested in Mbeumo. There's also another report here. Was he a City player? What the hell? Oh no. I thought that was a City shirt for a second. And then the next article here, where is it? Here it is. Brentford would demand an excess of 50 million for Mbeumo this summer.
Exactly. That's what you guys owe 60 million. Look, that's what it will fucking cost the game.
But that's similar to what you could get for Kudus, maybe like 10 million off.
West Ham paid 40 million for Kudus.
But West Ham have a 65 million release clause in the contract.
Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Is that? I mean, we'll see if that's true. But like,
you can do the research, bro.
50 million for Mbeumo.
Is it true? It's true, but is it true?
I'm asking, is it true? You guys do trending content over John Cross from the Mirror, so let me do my due diligence. Do you know what I mean?
You know what we're gonna do next? We're gonna actually compare.
Oh my days! Hold on, what's Kudus' stats? Okay.
We're now gonna compare them. We're gonna compare them. How about
that? You guys have got to be kidding me! You guys got to be kidding me! Kudus, got these stats, and he spent half the season injured. Get out of here! Get out of here!
Kudus' stats that.
Get out of here, man! Get out of here!
One second. What the hell's going on?
Wrong season, man.
You guys don't know about him. You guys don't know about Mbeumo. You're talking about something you don't know about. If you knew about Mbeumo,
bro, this is not easy, bro. I'm trying to multitask.
I know, but that's the point. It's not easy. You should have got this. Should have got this shit like.
You know what I mean? Like, you should have known about Mbeumo.
Bro,
here's one I made earlier.
Listen, guys, we're trying to do a show here. Let me be. Listen, where's the passing?
Do shooting. They're both forwards. They're both forward-minded players.
Okay, so I'm gonna conversion rate. And then passing, I'm gonna get assists.
Okay, someone else talk.
Oh
assists,
yes, you know I would take him at Spurs all day long.
So guys, we're comparing per 90 stats, Kudus and Mbeumo. He fucking dusted him.
Oi! Get on the track. Like when Mane scored against Arsenal, and he said to Klopp, "Hop on." That's what I'm saying.
So guys, when we're talking, if we just look at the total,
when you're talking,
he has more goals in less games. He has more goals.
He's got a better conversion rate.
Created.
Oi! I shouldn't even let you guys in on this guy. You know.
Wow.
Jay, and this is for a team. This is for a team that's worse than West Ham, that had Tony banned, that had Rico Henry out all season injured. Like, please, guys, respect Bryan, please.
Now, who's the better footballer?
Mbeumo's cooking still. Wow, Bryan. And Mbeumo's cooking. But yo, there's a super chat here from Ryan. He's saying, "I hope Madrid win tomorrow." Why would you want Madrid to win? It will be a pity if Dortmund managed to do what they could do, but Madrid, Liverpool, Milan, Bayern, Barca, European heritage.
Facts, big up.
It's funny how
that's from Hussam channel as well. Big up my brother Hussam.
No.
Hold on, Miguel, could you just quickly? Could you give me Mbeumo's 22, 23?
You see, now I've made Miguel so mad, even he doesn't want me to win.
One second. This is Ryan, you're my guy, but you're basically moving like a cuck. These guys beat you every single time in cup finals, and now you're rooting for them to win another cup final. It's crazy.
Yeah, but why? Yeah, but you don't want me to win as well. Yeah, but you don't want me to win as well.
If I don't know about you, Rack, you probably don't have a dog in either the fight. But would you want to see Liverpool go? Would you want to see Real Madrid win their 15th now?
You know what? Any team with European heritage, right? You want to aim for top. You want to hope that one day. Some people just dream of one day winning the European Cup. I want to hope that one day Liverpool can surpass Madrid. Is it likely? Probably not. Is it likely in my lifetime? Almost certainly, absolutely not. But you want to aim for the top dog. Madrid are the top dog.
Rax, what does that mean? Which team do you want to win?
He did the PR political up.
You know,
No,
he
no,
talks like a politician. I'll give him that.
No, but he's asked me, do I want Madrid to win in the context of Europe because they've got more Champions Leagues than us, right?
Who do you want to win,
Who do you
Dortmund
want
or
to win
Liverpool?
tomorrow? Just a simple night within the game.
Personally, I prefer Borussia Dortmund.
There we go.
I prefer anybody but Real Madrid at this moment in time.
I like
Why?
Madrid.
Why?
Because why? Because my fan base has gone on to you after that.
No,
after that
not
starting level.
one because my video is going to be trending on Twitter again. Number one. Number
No,
two,
it's gonna trend even more if we win. Because
yeah,
100% like that. You
Number
would speak like
two,
that and look well.
Number two. Why do I want to see European dominance over and over again from the same team? Same way I don't want to see Premier League dominance
because we deserve it.
Same way I am somebody who I don't like to see repeat winners in any sport. I don't like that.
But the way you speak about Man City,
I don't like. I hate the Patriots. I hate the the Lakers. I hate Manchester United. I hate what City are doing. I despise dominance.
You hate serial winners. You hate serial winners that are not Arsenal.
Yeah.
Listen, the teams that I've supported,
right? If it's Arsenal,
none of them have been serial winners. That's true.
And maybe that just shows and reflects about you as an individual. Maybe.
No, but I like the underdog. I like rooting for the team that's not necessarily expected to win. I think more neutrals will be happy and enjoying and celebrating Dortmund's victory than Real Madrid.
That comment from Schubert, he's asked you a question now as well. Let's see how you answer that question. Now let's see how he answers that question. Now go ahead. Schubert, Hatima Schubert, 924.
Let me find it.
Would you rather Madrid, who are used to winning the UCL, or Man City, that you hate a lot, to win the UCL?
Yeah.
Oh, do you prefer Man City? Would you have preferred Man City or Madrid to win it?
Okay, in this kind of situation, I have to change my tune, but only because I don't want. One second. My main priority is my house, right? And what I need to do is make sure my house looks better than everybody around me.
Why do you? Hold on a minute. Hold on.
Let me give you an example. If Dortmund win, it doesn't really affect my house as much as if Man City win. If Man City win, the reason why it affects my house, it's another Champions League to an English club, making my house devalued a little bit.
No, but this is where you're wrong. It would affect you.
Yeah.
So, do you even have a Champions League to be upset about other winning Champions League?
Jay, unlike you, Jay, I'm still one of the top clubs in this country.
Cool. When's the last time you played the Champions League final?
2006.
So the fact that we played in the Champions League final in 2019,
being in a final is meaningless if you don't win it.
I know that because in the same year you got hammered by Chelsea in the Europa League final.
And that was that was one of the lowest points that I've seen my club at in a long time. I think losing in that final in the manner that we lost in that final, and Giroud scoring the final goal and then saying thank you Arsenal on the bus afterwards. I was never more mad. From that day onwards, Olivier Giroud's career at Arsenal is non-existent. Void.
Let me just ask you this question. Why do you care if we win another UCL now? Well, no, you're not my rival.
I just want to know what people think. You're not my rival.
No. I'm asking you. Why do you not want me?
This is my logic.
We're not rivals.
I don't like dominance from one individual team. I like parity.
We're not even rivals.
If Arteta starts whooping everyone's asses,
look at the smile.
We're not even playing in the same league.
It's all right, Bobby. It's all right, Bobby.
Get your money up, not your funny up, guys. That's what it tells us.
If Arsenal turn the league into a farmers league, maybe
you're gonna say go get some hoes, ho.
Yeah, it might be a different story, but right now I'm keeping it real based on my perspective of how I view all sports. I've always been like that.
Yeah, but you
NBA,
just said,
I always
you
like
just
a
said
new
you don't-
champion.
You
When
just
it comes,
said you don't
guys,
support
let me
a
just
team
get my
that
point
has
across. Let
dominated.
me just get my point across. These guys have 14. These guys have 14. If Dortmund win, the underdog story is a better story in my opinion. I would be rooting for them. Real Madrid versus Chelsea or another English side. I don't want another English side to get bragging rights over me. Simple as. But if Real Madrid are facing any other team, I'd rather they lose. If Barcelona are facing any other team, I'd rather they lose. If Bayern are facing any other team, I'd rather they lose. I don't like these teams that
If I
have
play
multiple
Barca, who do you want to
Champions
win
League.
then? If I play Barca, who do you want to win then?
I would rather you win because I don't like Barcelona.
There you go. Okay, big up to you. That's something we agree on. Fuck Barca.
You get what I'm saying? So in this situation, I'm rooting for Dortmund because Real Madrid are just so dominant. I would like to see somebody else win it. Is that ridiculous to say? I think that's fair.
Hey, listen.
It's not ridiculous, but the only thing I would say is
How I got to the point.
You said
how I
a
got
moment, no, you said a moment ago that I don't like dominance in any sport, but yet the teams that you support have never dominated in any period. So,
hey, if Arsenal start dominating, maybe I'll change my tune. But at this moment in time,
that's what I'm saying.
at
No,
this
it's not.
moment in
Maybe you
time,
will change. You will.
that just goes to show you I'm
I
not
don't
a glory hunter.
I don't care if teams dominate because guess why?
I know you ain't calling me a glory hunter, are you?
I'm not calling you a glory hunter. I'm just saying that just goes to show you I'm not one of these glory hunters.
Yeah.
I'm not calling you a glory hunter. I'm just saying. But
Good,
yeah,
good.
we got two
Sam,
super chats.
Sam, are you a glory hunter?
We got two super chats. We
Hey,
got two
Rack, I
super
was here
chats.
since 07, my friend, before even CR7 came here. Oh, by
We
the
got
way,
two super
before
chats.
anyone, by the way,
No,
let me
but
just clear my...
the irony is Madrid have been very, very successful for the vast majority of all of our lives. So it's like if you're a Madrid
You do,
fan,
yeah, but you do realize when I started supporting, that was an era Barca were dominating, by the way.
Oh,
Barca
yeah.
were
Guys,
dominating.
let's not act like
How
people don't.
convenient. How
Let's not
convenient.
act like people don't support teams because they're doing
I
well.
supported them in the Thomas Gravison era.
When did you start supporting Tottenham?
Me, I supported Tottenham when like 1995.
Were they winning things at that time?
No, we've always been shit. Like check all the years. Like there's no peak in year that I started supporting them
in the 90s.
Like you
When
can check.
Gav-
Okay,
when-
so we were either like
when Gav was in
18th,
his ACL.
15th, or 12th. It wasn't like we won something and I was like, hey, let me support Tottenham.
To be fair,
My parents were trying to get me to support United because at that time I'd moved to Manchester and it was very much like it was the era of like, come on, you Reds, use your bodies, yeah, that kind of era, yeah. And so they bought me a United shirt, and they bought me a United shirt. And I remember, like, if you don't, when you're in your formative years of who you support as a team, when you have a shirt that's not the team that you support, it feels so foreign. Like it feels so weird. Like I think I wore it once. Yeah, and I would never. Yeah, I was like,
I want to see the photos, man. I want to see the photos.
Kits were expensive, so my dad would always be like, "Where's the fucking kit?" And I'd be like, So yeah, that's it.
To be fair, I didn't.
My uncle once bought me a Chelsea kit. I told him to return it.
To be fair, I didn't support Madrid because of the winning. My first ever game was Real Madrid Valencia 2007.
Yeah.
Let's get to the super chat, and then we're gonna have to bring Vader back into this conversation because he's gone quiet.
Because he doesn't know anything about European glory.
Yeah, when it comes to dominance, he had nothing to say negative about that.
Yeah,
I would assume. But Sam Rack, you have 5 champions. What European Cups to be class European heritage?
How many?
I'm pretty sure it's 3 to be considered European heritage.
What do you mean?
Because once you get 3,
see that Monty just snuck in underneath that.
Because
barrier,
once you get 3,
like, yeah.
Because once you get 3, you get a replica at your house.
Definitely not 5.
You get what, a star?
Once you get 3, don't you get a replica?
5.
Is it 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so then it's 5. Monty, you don't qualify.
We won in 2005.
Yeah, we do qualify. 99,
Milan, sorry.
68.
Top right looks like Rodri mixed with Nunes. What?
Can people stop comparing me to fucking Rodri, for God's sake? I had this on bloody selfish.
Yo, Vader, does Sam look like Rodri?
Why do people keep comparing me to fucking Rodri?
No, not at all.
Yo, the show's about to go left. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
It's not the first time. They compare me like this to Stafford channel when I went to Stafford as well.
Yeah, by the way, the chat have voted, and no surprise, they're saying Saka and Rodrygo. 52% said no. Saka is not in Rodrygo's bracket.
I told you.
Yeah, I told you.
Bro.
Anyone who watched Rodrygo knows.
And this is
Guys,
the Arsenal channel too, so it might be more swayed towards Saka in the first place. So
And look, the truth always rises to the top.
130 votes too, so that's a really good sample size. Next, let
Marco,
me find
I'm
out.
not triggered, mate. I'm not triggered. I just find it funny.
Guys, before we still got some transfers to do, and we got to talk about Tottenham also with their deal. Big up to BGN. Big up to you, man. Submitted what is that? A super chat with a like. Big up to you for that, man. His first super chat also. Big up to you for that. But yeah, people in the chat, let me know, who would you rather have win, Dortmund or Real Madrid? Basically, just
everyone's going to pick Dortmund, apart from Bayern Munich.
Vote for the team that you'd rather have win in the final. But yeah, this is the time where everyone needs to tell me why they think
Bulgarian Lev. That's what that is. One.
Yeah, BGN.
Bulgarian
Never
Lev.
heard of that before.
Bulgarian.
Big up, man's watching from Bulgaria. Shout out, guys.
43p.
Everyone right now, let me know where you're watching from. I want to see how wild it can get. We got somebody watching in Jamaica. We got some people watching in Saudi. Talk to me.
Man, I'm watching
Big up
from
all the
Somalia,
people.
man. Come on.
Yo, big up.
Vader's watching from the basking in his gated development somewhere in sunny Canada. Look
Toronto.
at
Toronto, stand up. T-Dot. Anyways, Vader, talk to me. Real Madrid or Dortmund? What are you saying? Should be easy for you.
I'm not. Well, a couple things. I'm not watching this game at all.
Oh,
So-
shots.
Let him land, guys.
I'm not watching this game at all. There's really no reason to watch this game, right?
Why?
We know the questionable calls will go Real Madrid's way. We know that since losing to Liverpool, they haven't lost the final. So Dortmund, congratulations on making it to the final, but it's Real Madrid's. I'll tune into your post-match Champions League egal to hear about what happened, but I'm not watching it.
Okay, you know what? I don't think he's not gonna watch it. I think he's gonna be on Twitter hearing the reactions to it.
Now you know what, Vinny? He's gonna be refreshing his timeline. Oh my god, update! Someone's tweeted. Oh my god, update! Come on, man. Have some.
Yo, people watching from Tanzania, people watching from India. Big up, man. People watching from Canada. We got my guy here from Western Canada.
Vader's salty, innit? I'm telling you.
Vader's salty.
I'm not salty. I know how this movie ends.
Nah, man. So what? I wouldn't.
Okay, so he's saying dodgy decision, Real Madrid. So you're picking Real Madrid to win, but you would rather Dortmund win. Right?
Real Madrid are winning this game comfortably.
You know what's so crazy?
My question to you is, what do you want to happen?
Sorry?
Yeah,
What do
we
you want
both
to
know
happen?
we want
Let me know
that.
what
We
you
both
want to
know we
happen.
want that. Come on.
I want the better.
You know how
Again.
one-sided this game is going to be, yeah?
Bro, I need him to say Dortmund. Are you going for Dortmund?
Of course he will say Dortmund. What do you expect?
No, guys, I don't have a horse in this race. I don't have a horse in this race.
Who would you pick?
You hear this?
If he asks you, if you get the choice to pick between Madrid or Dortmund to win, who would you want to win?
Who do I want to win? What I think is wrong with European football right now.
Answer the damn question.
I will, Monty. Give me a second.
No, he is
What's wrong with European football?
What I think is wrong with European football is it's all encompassed in Real Madrid. I don't want Real Madrid.
Cartel. It's the goddamn cartel. That's what it is. The cartel.
It's the King's Club. It's the King's Club. That's what's wrong. Yeah, come on.
For world football peace, Dortmund should win this. I'd like them to win this, but it's Real Madrid. That's why I'm not watching.
No. Do you know what? We need to win? The club with the most ambition, who spends the most, deserves the best. That's why.
The club with the most ambition. I mean, one could argue Dortmund's ambition is really high because they play in a monopoly of Bayern Munich, and for them to get to this final is actually very, very impressive. Real Madrid, you guys spend the most, and I'm never one to bring up money. Notice on this show again, Sam was the first one to bring up money. Wants to talk about ambition. Wants to talk about who spends the most. Real Madrid do spend the most, and it's their title to lose.
Arsenal spent more money than us since 08.
Vader,
you know that?
Are you being politically correct
here? Vader. Let me just ask
you want Real Madrid to lose.
What?
Well, yeah, I mean, when you say
you want Real Madrid to lose,
you want one team to win, then
let me just make this easy. Everyone, apart from Bayern Munich fans, wants Madrid to lose. There is an odd one here and there.
United fans want.
Yeah, but okay, maybe Man United, because we've helped them in the last decade, destroying C's UCL hopes and Liverpool's UCL hopes as well. I understand that, but apart from that, everyone will root for Dortmund to win. I get it. But we're hated.
Why would United fans root for Real Madrid? Because they don't want
Real Madrid.
You guys really don't want Sancho to win a Champions League, eh?
We don't want him.
Go on, Rack.
The only thing I debate is when you say like the team with the most ambition. I don't really get that. Like, what does that mean?
Because I mean the clubs that take this the most serious. For me, Madrid and C are the two elite clubs in the world, because for me we have the two most ambition. I've said it before. Tottenham for me doesn't have ambition with their ownership. I don't think Man United with the Glazers have any ambition the way that they're moving. I don't think FSG have the high of an ambition because they rarely spend any money. I don't think if you look at the
is it because they don't spend any money or because they just have less money?
No, it's not just. I mean, the money is one thing, but as I've said, it's not just the money. Arsenal have spent more money than us since 08, something like that. And it's not even just about that. It's because you look at the way the ownerships moves, how they talk, how they behave.
The ownership is only
it's not even just the ownership.
Madrid doesn't really have an ownership in the same way.
No. We're a members club, but that's not. But to be fair, you can still be a members club, but still have bad ambition. It all stems from the fan base. You look at some of the fan bases around the world in some of these big clubs, the way that they move.
Perez is the best thing that happened to that club.
Hey, the next president that comes in for me will do the same thing again. Trust me. Florentino is just a don because he's done it on an exceptional level. But listen, man.
I've never seen. There was no one in football. Maybe the closest one is Roman to a certain level. Roman Abramovich.
Now, I called Chelsea my little brothers. There's a reason why I did that. Chelsea
I don't think there's any club that guarantees you more silverware than Real Madrid in your career.
Hey, if you've got ambition, if you've got standards, there you are. You need to have standards.
At this point, it's not even standards. It's just a way of living.
The fact that I got this ad and it says 100-1 for Dortmund to win, that just shows you the type of game we're going into.
100-1.
Yep.
I do want to say this. For Mbappe's legacy, I would like Real Madrid to lose because I don't want him going to a winning team because it does nothing for his legacy.
That's KD ring chasing.
Not true. He needs to
but
deliver.
Erling Haaland came to you and he won all these trophies. No one's talking about him in any negative manner.
But they didn't.
To be fair, Mbappe has to deliver.
That we never had before, Gal. It's not the same.
Mbappe has to deliver. He can't be a passenger.
No, but guys, let's not act like Mbappe goes to Real Madrid. He could get a Ballon d'Or.
No, he has to deliver.
Even if they win, we've seen it in other sports. People are quick to forget things, you know. Mbappe 2 years down the line, he could be just banging crazy amount of goals.
No, we're not denying that. We're not denying.
No, we're not talking about that though.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
You like your American sports, basketball, right? KD was one of the best players in the league, if not if not the best. He then leaves his team to go to the Warriors, where he won obviously rings when he was at Golden State, and then as soon as he left, it hasn't worked out for him. The whole point is KD's legacy is almost ring chasing, and that's been compared to Mbappe because Mbappe wasn't able to deliver the Champions League for PSG, which would have added to his legacy, right? He gets knocked out the Champions League by Borussia Dortmund, right? And then doesn't show up in either games personally. Then you're now going.
He can't do that. He can't do that, Madrid.
And then
you know what, guys?
Now you go.
By the way, we'll beat Dortmund.
I need to
We'll
know.
beat
I
them.
need to know your answers, guys, because we still haven't even gotten on to the final topics.
We'll beat Dortmund. We'll beat them. It's not. I don't think we'll beat them. I think
What are you saying score-wise?
3-1.
Fair.
Nah, I don't think it'll be high scoring. Surely not, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Champions League finals are rarely
because because the thing is the chances that
Even when Liverpool
Atletico
played that
Madrid,
shit
Paris
Champions
Saint
League,
Germain.
what
No,
was
the
the score? Was it
chances,
2-1?
the chance. No, the
Or
chances
1-0?
Paris Saint Germain, the chances that Paris Saint Germain, Atletico Madrid, and these men missed. Give those chances to us. Oh boy, it's
But I
gonna be a
think
long
for
game.
a final, I think they'll set up very defensive and pragmatic. So naturally, I don't think they're going to be open.
Yeah, they did that. Yeah, they did that against PSG too. Look how many chances PSG did, got.
I can see this being a close game, 2-1 or something like that. I seen the way they defended
final.
against PSG. They defended quite well.
Even when
The thing is,
Tottenham
Tebow is
went to
back
the
now, so
final, they weren't a great side compared to the Liverpool team that beat them. But the scoreline was close in itself.
do you know what? Do you know
2-0
what?
was it? Was it 2-0 or 2-1? I can't remember. It was
2-0. 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0. So
No,
again,
do you know what?
I
Do
think
you know what? I'm changing it. No, because I forgot Tebow's back now. I'm saying 3-0 because Tebow's back now.
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois is going to be starting.
Yeah.
Also,
that's
there's a guys.
No.
There's one crazy element we haven't spoken about. Who's going to win the Ballon d'Or? Because if Kudus wins the Champions League and then goes on to win the Euros, he could be the first retired footballer.
He doesn't have the PR. He doesn't have the PR. That's
no, but if Germany win the Euros and he's important in the Euros, that could be enough to get him the Ballon d'Or.
I think there's key players like
for me. It's between three men. It's between three men.
I think right now Vinny's the favorite for the Ballon d'Or. But if Dortmund win, who's gonna get the Ballon d'Or?
If Jude wants to win it, he has to step up in the final and he has to win the Euros.
No way Jude is getting Ballon d'Or. No way.
He has to. He doesn't have the PR. Are you joking me?
Bro,
he's got the PR, but he hasn't delivered in these knockout stages.
La Liga, wins the La Liga, then you've got a Champions League final. If he delivers, that's a Champions League winner, right? In his home country. Then he's going to the Euros. If he performs,
I'll give it to Vinny.
Wait. He's not going to the Euros, Sancho.
I'm talking about Bellingham.
Oh yeah.
What are you on about?
I was still on the Jude take.
Nah, I think Vinny should win. I think Vinny should win.
He's got the success domestically in Spain, continental success that we'll see tomorrow, see how he performs. And then obviously in the Euros this summer, if England do well, win the tournament, and he's a big part of that, that's a pole position for the Ballon d'Or. At the moment, I would say Vinicius with the way he's performed this Champions League. However, obviously things can change. Obviously, Euros, some international football has a big part of that. I'll be honest.
You know what? I don't think we need to spend much more time on this. Everyone, just tell me.
Miguel, who do you think will win?
I think Dortmund are gonna win.
You're saying that out of hope. I know you're saying that.
Underdog story.
Miguel, when was the last time? Miguel, when was the last time Madrid lost the final? Do you know that?
It was to Manchester United, Aberdeen.
Alex Ferguson.
No. In the Champions League, I'm talking about in the Champions League.
In the Champions League, it was to Liverpool, no?
Yeah, which year?
I don't know.
1981.
Thank you for the history lesson.
So you really think this Dortmund team will knock me out?
This is why they're 100 to 1 to win, man.
Bro, you've won too many finals in a row. At this point, something has to break.
No.
Okay, but are you saying that more of hope, or do you actually?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, but not hope.
I'm not sitting here saying Real Madrid are going to lose guaranteed. I'm just saying I want Dortmund to win. And
I know you want,
but I think they can win. I think they can.
But I didn't ask you can. Who do you think will? I didn't ask you can. I know you want.
Bro, I think Dortmund can win. At the same time, I know it's gonna be a tall task. I just think football, there's no guarantees. Everyone is writing off
guarantees, bro.
I think everyone's writing off Dortmund the same way I've seen everyone writing off Manchester United. Crazier things have happened. I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I never did because that was a derby. Anything could happen.
But... I mean, like it's Real Madrid, man. Like, do you know, it's Real Madrid. It's the
I ain't
Champions
losing.
League.
I ain't losing this final. Not when it's Tony's last match. I ain't losing this final. It ain't happening.
The way I look at it is that obviously in a game you've always got a punch a chance. Do you know what I mean? You always have an opportunity. You get to the game, and it's like, I'm sure Dortmund. It's a hint of a free swing, but you know they've knocked out good teams on route. Do you know what I mean? So I think they'll be game, but I feel like it's gonna be a bit like.
Oh, great! Now they've clipped me up as well. Look at that, shameless people down there.
The Real Madrid Juventus final a few years ago. That kind of final, like Dortmund can come and they'll play well and things like that. But it's almost
Jay, I wouldn't say that. That final I was actually very nervous because
I know that's what I'm saying.
They conceded one goal. They conceded one goal.
Yeah, I'm not. What I'm saying is in the context of the game, the level of performance Dortmund will need to put in to win this game, like a zero mistake game from everybody. It's a very high threshold. Yeah, because
the most important thing for Dortmund will be this: if they can't concede in the first 15 minutes. Because if they do that, then it's going to be very hard.
Yeah, to me, that's not a deal breaker or things like that. It's more in the context of the game. Is like if they play a game with no mistakes, then they give themselves a chance. It's when Maatsen gets caught lurking on the ball and you know Rodrygo takes it off.
The thing is, it's not just Maatsen. It's not just Maatsen for me.
I know. I was just trying to land a little cheeky joke.
Jay, do you know
I
why?
I know, Sam, but you know what I do? It's like analysis and jokes, like analysis, jokes.
We spent almost half an hour on this one topic. We're gonna have to move on.
It is the Champions League final, guys.
I know, but I do have other things I need to do tonight. Okay. So I need to make sure we stay on a time.
He's got plans with the
Do me a favor, guys. Quick question. Has everyone given their take on this? Because I think Sam's definitely given Vader's given his. Rack started it off, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I didn't hear his prediction.
Rack, what's your prediction?
I want Dortmund to win, but I can't. I think it's going to be very, very difficult for them. I think Madrid are clear favourites and are the better team.
Okay,
but
so you're saying Madrid are going to win.
They got a puncher's chance, but that's about it.
So what was your prediction?
Madrid
win.
Score?
No one else gave a score. Why are we?
3-1.
I did.
3-1 or 3-0. 3-1.
I'm saying 2-1 Dortmund.
Within 90 minutes.
You know he doesn't even believe
it. But you actually think they will win? You think that they're capable? They will do it, or you want them to win?
Not only do I believe they can do it. Yes.
I believe they will. No. Do you believe they will do it? They can do it. I believe they can do it, but will they do it?
Yeah, there's a difference between can and will.
I don't know if they will do it. All I can say is I'm giving my prediction based on what I see defensively from Dortmund.
Election coming up with the way everyone's answering.
But hold on, now you just contradicted yourself. That's what. Have you seen the shaky their defense has been? Did you not see the chances that PSG missed?
Yeah,
Atletico scored 6. Atletico scored 6 past them, by the way. 6. That's because they couldn't defend and they got knocked out.
Fair enough. I honestly, bro, at this moment in time, you can call it vibes, but I don't want Real Madrid to win.
No, I know you don't.
That's my honest truth.
Because my family has cooked you enough.
If I was a betting man, I'd probably bet on Real Madrid. That's the honest truth.
No, you bet on Dortmund £1, you get 100 in return.
But why would you bet on Madrid if you believe Dortmund?
No, I'm saying basically if you want guaranteed, the safest bet is Real Madrid.
Yeah.
But I think Dortmund can actually pull something off. Let's be honest. How many times have we seen? The last time we've seen an underdog win is Chelsea beat Man City in the final.
Yeah, true.
No, I would also say Bayern beating PSG.
No. PSG were not.
Nah, I think PSG that year.
Bayern destroyed everyone.
That was a pick-em. That was a 50-50 game.
Bayern destroyed Barca 8-2. 8.
That was a
They put
50-50.
8
Yeah, but
past
that was a bad Barcelona side.
That was a pick 'em.
bad.
That was a
That's
pick 'em.
Yeah,
one
but
of
still,
Neymar-
Bayern Munich was still clear of everyone, man.
Neymar and Mbappe's performances in that campaign were, especially Neymar.
The thing is, if I'm not even mistaken, I think Madrid have 10 straight Champions League finals without a loss. I think it's
Yeah,
10.
you know what? People are saying, leave me alone. I thought City would drop points in the running. Yeah, City don't want to drop points.
Oh yeah, against Fulham, yeah,
Okay.
against Fulham.
Okay, guys. I think it's time that we speak to Jay. Jay, your fan
Hey,
base
gal,
is
I have to shoot. Yeah, I have to go.
big up,
'cause
Sam,
I have to
man.
go do
Big
things.
up.
Yeah, take care,
Appreciate
people,
you
man.
jumping
Yeah,
on,
and
man.
watch out for the
Enjoy
final.
the
Yeah?
final.
After
Enjoy the final.
Come on, yeah.
Big up. Guys, final last 2 topics before we get onto the Arsenal topic. We got to talk about Tottenham quickly. Do you guys know Tottenham have sealed the deal for Timo Werner? And their fan base has gone absolutely berserk. When I say berserk, I mean personal attacks to Timo Werner.
Have they signed him permanently?
Yeah.
No, we know fake news. We renewed his loan for another season.
That's not not the same.
Exactly. You know, it's not the same.
Wait,
another season.
Wait, you renewed his loan?
We renewed his loan. He's not signed. We just renewed his loan. That's what the outburst you're seeing is because we renewed his loan. That's the level of we didn't sign.
Bro, the way people are talking. By the way, this is a Tottenham channel that did this, right? I was on Alan's channel. Big up Alan. Time added on. He posted something in his community chat, and I was dying. Basically, it was if Tottenham signed Timo Werner, what is your views on the club? A, Ange out. Timo, if Timo Werner is his signing. B, Enoch and Levy out. Same old shit. C, this is good. This is a good move for Spurs. And then D, we'll wait and have to see if he comes good. I'm like, they're really not happy about this signing, man.
The thing is,
bro, it stinks.
Listen. The thing is I understand the people that aren't happy, and it's not like, oh my god, like fucking, I'm insulting them or anything. On the face of it, it's not a very ambitious signing. We kind of is at 28. You kind of know what you're getting with Werner. Even when he plays well, you're gonna get a certain, like he doesn't have ball striking. If he was gonna have ball striking, he probably would have it by now. He had that one season, or he had a couple of. To be fair, his career was on an upward trajectory up until Chelsea. So, the way I look at it is obviously, to me, you don't really judge a signing like this until the end of the window. So you see how he looks in terms of the players. Renewing the loan kind of keeps the squad together that finished 5th last season. But I also understand people wanting to see a higher quality player be purchased. And the Werner signing you'll see it, whether or not it looks good or not, is going to be based off what other attacking wing signings we make. So I think people went over the top with it, but they might be justified in the end. You don't know until the window closes. So I'm not going to be really annoyed and irritated about something and then have to walk it back, a little bit later and stuff like that. I think he's part of the floor, not part of the ceiling. And let's see what he looks like after a full preseason. I know that's a nice quote. Yeah, you guys can borrow.
I was like, what? That's such a J quote.
He's part of the floor, not the ceiling. What do you mean?
Hold on.
It's true though. Like, do you know what I mean? He's not going to move mountains or nothing, but he's and we've got Europa League. Do you know what I mean? Like Werner on the dance floor in Lens. I see it for him. So that's all it is. It's not a sexy signing. It's not a signing, and I think a lot of the time as well, the fans will compare, oh, this club is going for Olise, or this club is looking at this player. And I think there's a lot of projection where you're equating rumors before the transfer window is even open with actual signings. So, yeah, we'll see what the rest of the window brings. But yeah, nothing to worry about yet.
Yeah, did you guys see Expression's video on it? I seen it. He went in. I don't know if I play Expression's video. I don't know if he does copyright on that stuff, but
I don't think he's a copyright dude. But like the thing, Wolves FI, yeah, listen, it's not worth saying anything. I'm leaving neutral. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm leaving neutral. That's the best way to stay off the radar. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah, I seen him comparing stuff to car insurance, and I seen some people tweeting about Expressions being or driving hate to the players. But
the thing is like if you have a plot, I mean, I
think this is what they're talking about. If you guys have seen this.
Yeah, £60,000 a week, blood. I'll give you 170,000 reasons why this shouldn't be happening. Nah, this is criminal, blood. I thought Paratici was behind bars like Link Up TV. He must be back. Where's the
right? And then your fans went nuts. I seen this tweet get a lot of traction, where people are basically calling him out for driving hate towards the player, and then he responded and said, "I'm just doing what majority of other people are already doing." This Spurs fans themselves probably said this about Timo Werner before he joined.
Yeah. So the thing is that Expressions is a very funny guy. I have a lot of time for him, and I think the thing is that when you have an opinion, you don't just. I think it's very wrong to just say something about somebody when they have an opinion that you disagree with, and then now all of a sudden you're like, oh wow, blah blah. So for me, I think he's done it in his comic style and stuff like that, and it's for some of the fan base, you know, it smacks a little bit not Arsenal fan TV-ish, but it gives off you're being negative on players for views. Do you know what I mean? So it can taste a little bit weird, especially if you make a lot.
He doesn't need to be negative for views.
It's just not what I'm saying. No, what I'm saying in the context of this video, that's how somebody might view it.
No, I know, but I'm saying if anybody's saying he's doing anything for views,
no one's saying
he's more known for being positive.
But okay, I zip him up when you finish, Jigal. What I'm trying to say, is that essentially is that he doesn't need to do this. That's the whole point. He doesn't need to do this video. He doesn't need to do this video for views. So therefore, the context of doing it and digging out a player to certain people, it doesn't sit well. I think he's a funny guy. I thought it was a funny video. I didn't go away from that video being like he's slandering Werner. I went away from that video thinking that was funny. Do you know what I mean? So that was, when you press pause just then, I was like, you probably could have run it for another 10, 15 seconds, yeah.
I still can. If you
drop a couple.
This is the part where people really went nuts.
The only way he'll be dangerous in front of goal is if he stepped on the pitch strapped in C4, blood. TNT, fam. We need quality. We've already got backup in this team. We've got hella hard drives. We got social media Solomon, aka Mana Seller Man, fam. I just put up more Instagram stories than GA in a Tottenham shirt. Tell me I'm lying. And we got Brennan Johnson as well, fam. We need premium starters, blood. We need Wagyu tacos, fam. And the worst thing is, I see Tottenham fans online accepting it. But 17 years, no trophy, our self-esteem has taken a beating of a lifetime. But me, hell no, I'm not trying to be in the mud, blood, Hermione Granger settings for the rest of my life. I'm telling you, bro, Werner can't shoot. It's like asking a priest to join the army, fam. Brother couldn't cross if he had a lollipop lady there with the stick, fam. Even his pace. Tell me who he's beating, bro. Because I know he's fast, but in a Spurs shirt, tell me who he's cooked. Comment. This brother's going to be one of the highest earners at the club, yeah? And he moves like he's wearing Birkenstock sandals in front of goal.
I could go for longer, but he went in. Anyways, big up Expression. He's always hilarious. But yeah, final topic of the day. I've seen a lot of people talking about it, so let's talk about it. Arsenal, guys. Arsenal, if you don't know, I think do me a favor, guys. Everyone in the comment section right now, do me a favor. Hit that like button. We're on the final topic of the video. And big up to everyone who's been watching for the whole video. Rock and everybody here, if you guys don't know, Arsenal are linked to several strikers this summer transfer window.
Of course.
And Jay has already spoken about the Sesko potential signing. But instead of should Arsenal go and sign instead of Sesko? Should Arsenal go in heavy for Victor Osimhen, as negotiations between Napoli and Chelsea are over for Victor Osimhen and did not take off? Osimhen is interested in a move to Arsenal. As Damasio, one second, as Damasio, one of the more unreliable guys in my opinion.
Why is Damasio? Listen,
I don't rate Damasio.
I've seen you dancing on the timeline for Ben Jacobs. You better respect Damasio.
Excuse me?
Fuck are we doing here? Bro, I've seen some of the. I'm being egregious. I'm being egregious with Ben Jacobs.
First of all, Ben Jacobs is a respectable journalist, friend of the show, by the way. Friend of the show. One second. Friend of the show. Friend of the show, by the way. Friend of the show, by the way. He might be coming on. So next.
I don't care if he's the best man at your wedding, bro. We gotta be honest there.
No. Listen, all I have to say is there's a lot of things that he doesn't break, but he's in those circles hearing those stories before.
Now listen. I'm gonna tell you, there's 2 or 3 things about Ben Jacobs here that I remember.
We're not gonna turn this into a Ben Jacobs slander session. If you want to slander somebody,
I was joking about Ben Jacobs, by the way, and you started defending him. You could have just let the comment slide. But like my thing is that listen, Damasio.
No. I'm just saying he's a friend of the show. Let's leave it.
Listen. Ben Jacobs does a lot of decent journalist.
Check out the private chat, by the way. Check out the private chat.
Decent reporting.
What is that?
He's not bad. Like, listen. My point is like Ben Jacobs. I'm being egregious. What?
Just check out the private chat.
Listen, that's not seeing the light of day.
Ben Jacobs has been cancelled. He's no longer coming on the show.
Yeah,
he was cancelled in 2009. What the hell?
Let me finish on this, Gal. Let me just quickly finish on this. It's like because I'm saying the Damasio. The whole reason I even
it sounds like you've been watching too much Mineral FC.
Bro, listen, I'm saying, bro, I've seen you do shows of fucking fajitas.com.
Jay's gonna come out here talking about brown envelopes next week.
All I'm saying is, like Ben Jacobs, I remember vividly him saying, Potter's safe, and then I swear to God, 15 minutes later he got sacked. No longer.
I remember Damasio saying Aubameyang to City didn't happen. Rice to City didn't happen.
What he said, no. What he actually said about Rice, and at that time, City did get a bid for Rice accepted before you did. So for everyone saying he got Rice wrong, he really just said that Rice, like City were closing in, City made a bid, whatever. Like, let's be clear here. Damasio is still much higher tier than Ben Jacobs. Like, what are we doing here? Like, Damasio. Like, come on, man. Respect Damasio, man. Okay, he's not. He's maybe a little bit like. It's like you saying, "Oh,
let's have it right."
No, it's like you saying Gary O'Neill's better than Mourinho. Like, I mean,
no, you know what it is? It's lasagna and cheese and chips. It's different.
No, bro, stop it. Stop, bro. I want us to move on with the show, but you cannot put Damasio,
Listen, I don't even know what kind of analogy I made, but bro, I think it's deserving of that. Guys, how the hell did we just spend friggin' 5 minutes talking about Damasio and Ben Jacobs when we're supposed to talk about Osimhen? Okay, so the main topic of discussion here was Arsenal are linked to 2 strikers. It was broken by John Cross that it looks like Sesko is on the table and he's already said yes to Arsenal on personal terms and everything is on. It won't be a problem, right? Then you also have today Chelsea are out of the business for Victor Osimhen, and Victor Osimhen wants to join Arsenal. So now Arsenal find themselves in a situation. You have the young 20-year-old striker that is banging goals, has a lot of potential in Sesko that's going to be relatively half the price of a Victor Osimhen. And then you have Victor Osimhen, who actually statistically are very similar, but has much more experience and has won league titles and has been a talisman.
Let's get this straight. Osimhen stocks are also down in the mud as well after this season.
No, but they still want ridiculous money.
No. But the reality is, if this was last season, coming on the back of a league title win with Napoli, it would have been a lot different. The price would maybe be justified. Right now, him, Kvaratskhelia, those two, I have not heard of anything throughout the whole season.
Bro, they finished 8th.
No,
didn't they?
Kvaratskhelia is going to PSG. The question is,
No, but
guys,
no,
They
but
finished
no,
8th.
no,
He led them to 8th.
Yeah, but
let me just make it clear. The question I'm asking is, should
So-
Arsenal sign Victor Osimhen
okay.
or
Egal,
Sesko?
answer this, yeah. How many goals has Osimhen scored this season? Can you double check?
I don't even know.
It's
Yeah,
not
because
in the
this is-
league.
this is
It
another
can't
thing.
be more than 12. It can't be
Because
more
this
than
is
12.
another thing.
Because of AFCON, he hasn't played as much. He scored
No,
15
we'll see-
goals
look
in
at- we'll see
25
the-
games.
How many?
15
15.
goals in 25 games.
That's not bad.
That's not bad, but again, I like to think.
Like,
Compared to last year where he scored 26 and 32.
So there was a drop off this year, you know. So now the money that you're potentially looking at,
15. More than I thought.
Osimhen, the price tag, if I'm not mistaken, last time I checked,
Like 100.
they're talking, what were they talking, 133?
That's
Oh
disgusting.
my god.
For a
You
player,
can't bring me Osimhen. Oh my god.
Yeah, so
Osimhen.
in December,
Osimhen, we're having Ketia at home.
in December, they were quoting 130 million euros.
That's foul.
But then the question is, okay, they can quote it, but then is he going to go?
That's because he has a release clause.
Sure,
Not that
but
much.
if is anyone going to? Because look, he had an exceptional season last season, right before this season, but this season has been a drop back. So then, any prospective team is going to be like, okay, where's his true level? Do they think he really is the guy from the season a season ago, or do you think he's the guy from this season? Like one of the guys in the chat said, they didn't finish 8th, they finished 10th.
Yeah, I don't think Osimhen should be valued at that level. I think he'll price himself out of a move, and I think he'll get frustrated with Napoli. I think his relationship with Napoli, with things, you know, throughout his time there, has been already fractured as it is, with maybe some social media stuff or some statements and stuff that have come out from Napoli. He's been on his knees for a move to the Prem. And he'll get to a point where it'll be like the last week of the window, and he'll realize no one is paying that money for him. So there has to be.
Basically, the problem is it's not his. What are you? It's what's his name? It's De Laurentiis, the owner of Napoli. That's what he may have done a Harry Kane, right? He may have done a Harry Kane.
Yeah, sure. And I think that's the case because no one is paying close to 100 for a striker like Osimhen. I'll be honest.
Man. The thing is like if you have 100 million, yeah, and you want to buy a striker, the name of the game now is profiling. That seems to be the way all teams are going. So you don't really want Osimhen now. You want the next Osimhen. You basically want the striker who's got the character. Everyone's trying to do what Liverpool used to do. Do you know what I mean? Like we're all here.
Look at Rack smiling.
You're trying to beat the market. I get it.
Well, no, it's not even necessary. It's not even necessarily beat the market. It's, for example, with a Havertz, he was 65 million, but you had a profile and you had an idea of what you wanted to do with him,
and the market value diminished.
Exactly. So when you look at an Osimhen, yeah, it doesn't. If he's 100 million, yeah, that's fine. But what people are looking at the 100 million and him as a player, they're saying, is this player so special and unique for this 100 million that I cannot get these characteristics anywhere else for less? And that's the question they're asking. And the answer to a number of these clubs is starting to be, you know what? This other guy, Sesko, at 50, 55 million, I prefer him. Maybe Boniface, Guirassy. You know, there's a number of strikers out there who are going to cost a lot less. So,
yeah, if you're Arsenal, what does Mikel Arteta want from his striker? What are those qualities? And then you work backwards to find that player.
I think he needs more pace. He needs more height in the front line. That's 1 and 2. Another thing that he needs somebody who can use both feet. That's 2-footed or that's comfortable in finishing in many different scenarios. So a striker that can drift into many different areas of the pitch and use both his feet.
But then, for example, one of the success stories for Arsenal in the second half of the season was Kai Havertz, right? So if you're putting an Osimhen in there, then you may be trading off because some of the Firmino-esque movement, linking up play and stuff like that, you're not necessarily going to get that from Osimhen. So you can
That's
say,
why,
oh, we want
that's
this,
why
this, this,
Sesko is the
but
guy.
you're going to lose this, this, and this as well. So it works both ways.
I think
That's
so.
why.
I think,
That's why
I
when I
think
look at this is the new thing. Jay's like, what the hell? We're doing stats now. But yeah,
I mean, I'm glad because it's demystifying your wonky eye test. Do you know
okay,
what I
so
mean?
here we go. Let's go per 90 stats, right? So this season, Victor Osimhen versus Benjamin Sesko this season in Bundesliga. Played 31 games, played 25. But now that it's per 90 stats, you don't have to worry about that, right? You can see here he's got more goals. He's got a lot better conversion rate. Assists are the same. Victor Osimhen actually creates more chances for his teammates. Passes attempted, he attempts more passes per game, so that means he links up more potentially. And
Also, you got to appreciate game state and team style as
of
well.
course, of course. I'm not factoring that in. This is basically just a blank test. But shot accuracy, Victor Osimhen slightly better. But the main thing is that conversion rate. That's the thing that's standing out to me. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, Sesko's
a player. Football Manager people will know that's your first man. You on FM, you sign Sesko because he will get his value and he will guarantee you with his development 25 league goals and he'll get to 150 million plus with your club. Like he's that player that will take you to the next step. I've signed him plenty times on FM and it's worked out one.
Rodney's going in the chat. He's like, let's be real. Napoli has been what? Oh yeah, that video. And then he's like, Eagle, put me on the live, please, bro. I have not done a call-in show in so long. I'm gonna have to do one.
We can't put you on the live if you're in the chat and you're talking in all caps. God knows what you're going to be on that camera. You can't put a man on who's talking in all caps.
Rodney is a loose cannon, man.
So guys,
you can't take Rodney anywhere, man.
No. Rodney's a cool guy. He's come on the chat numerous times. But my question to you guys is, does it make sense to not spend the ridiculous outlay on Osimhen, spend it on Sesko and 45-60 million potentially? 20 years old.
If you hear me out,
and then drop 100 million in the midfield instead.
No, you have money, and I would like to believe Arsenal sell players as well, right? But all I'm saying is, if you guys get Sesko for either sub 50 million or around that ballpark, that is an absolute bargain for a player of his qualities. I'm telling you, he's one of the strikers where you look at and you've kind of hesitant and thinking, is he gonna cut it in the league? He's got the physicality. He's got the physical attributes that the Premier League demand, right? And it's all about just improving his link up and his technical side, which he's already at a very good level, especially with his finishing, where at Arsenal Football Club, you don't have a natural finisher other than Trossard in your team. So then you look at the other players and you look at Sesko, for example, and he brings that. But again, it's all about the money.
Is Arteta the problem? Because my man here is talking about Alexander Lacazette. He's balling over in France.
He's been going off. I think Oli Mbappe's outscored him in
bro. The guy has 19 goals this season. Last season, if I'm not mistaken, when he first
got he got over 25 last
season. He got 27. What the fuck? Have you guys ever seen Lacazette with a 63% shot accuracy?
Bro, you know when I think it was Aubameyang and Lacazette's first year. I think in their first full season, Lacazette actually got a decent amount of goals.
No, but you know what it is? Teams like Lyon play to Lacazette's strengths. They play to their striker's strengths more than a team like Arsenal, where we just play as a unit. We don't ideally look to just optimize one player in one position.
Yeah, but it depends on what works for the team.
And if there was anybody we were looking to optimize, it would probably be, I would say, like Odegaard.
But look, the period where Lacazette was at Arsenal weren't very good. And also, Lacazette wasn't very good. So maybe it was Arsenal, maybe it was Lacazette, maybe it was both of them. Like,
how much did you get for him? How much did you get for him?
I don't even know.
He was free, wasn't he? Wasn't he at the end of his contract?
Yeah, I thought he left on a free transfer.
Oh.
And they bought him for.
We don't make money off sales.
United and Arsenal might be looking at each other about set. We sell bad, but I don't think you guys would sell bad as well.
Bro, his contract expired on the 30th of June. He went back to Lyon started banging in goals for fun.
So the year before he left,
bro, listen to this. Listen to this. In 200 games, he scored 100 league goals for Lyon. He came to Arsenal in 150 games, scored 54 goals. He's been back at Lyon for 64 games. He's already scored 46 goals. What the fuck?
But that's why I question how good he is when it comes to elite top level. I think it's fair to question Lacazette.
You know what? I think the comment section are right. Today, this has been a great show. I think it's great. We've gone for an hour and 30 minutes. Jay, we actually had something to talk about with Tottenham. Rack, we had something to talk about.
The thing is that like whether
Tottenham attractive.
That's what I'm saying. Tottenham could beat Real Madrid, and the guy would be like, "We got 5 minutes at the end of the show, and that's your lot."
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
But also, let's be honest. Let's be honest. This show, we talked a little bit about Liverpool. We talked a little about Spurs, but we didn't even talk about Man United. They won the FA Cup last week. We didn't talk about them. We talked about.
I did a whole show on them yesterday. That's
right. This is Sam's not even you. It's like your FIFA and you're trying to add the 39th fixture. You don't even support a Big 16. Do you know what I mean? As in, like,
we spoke about Ben Jacobs more than we spoke about Man United.
Oh, I swear to
what? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Anyways, we're out of here, people. Big up W's in the chat, people.
W's in the shot. W's in the shot.
Next year in the Champions League, you know what it is. Bring me Bayern. Bring me Bayern. Bring me Bayern Munich. Let's go. We need that revenge for 10-2.